Got my aluminum pile here. I had a picnic table, you know, one of those backyard deals, loaded in my car, had a few other items on top of it, hit a bump, and that lock part right there spiked it, and it broke. Glass everywhere. I looked in the mirror, and I seen a big, massive pile of glass just like go flying in the street. I'm like, oh, what do you do now? Can't stop. That's the second bozo mishap I've had in the past 2 weeks. So Daniel's Toolbox, frequent commenter on the channel, claims, would it be too much to put a new box on the back of the Dodge? And I'm saying that would be like vacuuming the carpeting on the Titanic as it's just about to sink. With the amount of projects I got around here, if this was the only thing I had going on in life, yeah, I'm that kind of guy. I'd take that on. I'd take that project down. You're just like Barry walking around your junkyard. This is a working junkyard, though. Does that help? This was my mother's car. I'm saving it. Okay. Look at this rat's nest. Do you think a can of that seat cleaner might be able to like clean the dashboard up? And I'll put it under a blue tent. Yes, it be broken. Ooh, I think we're out of gas, huh? Little doggy. Hasn't been fired up in a while. It's always good to run your cars. One of your 86 cars. How horrible. The gas gauge doesn't work. So, probably gotta put some, go get a can of, puberty. Get a can of, why does a guy's voice do that? Like that. Anyway, get a can of, gas, 5 gallons or something. It takes a while for it to warm up, or you don't gotta like, we're gonna shut this thing down now. Oh, alright, enough messing with that thing right there. Let's yes, if the cop really wanted to be a stroke, you could get a DUI just for having that can. For having that obviously scrap can in your car. You can get a DUI just for sleeping in your car. And not ever even being a consumer of alcohol, period. I'm loading this aluminum in the wagon because gasoline is over $4 a gallon. And the scrapyard I'm taking this to is quite a distance away. I need the money. I'm clearing this place out. What other excuses? The yellow truck is loaded with scrap going to a different yard. I've got a load of pallets to get rid of. I don't know. Can you think of any other reasons? Big sweaty guy with gray hair. Ew. Right? There's this one channel. The guy got a like a first-gen Dodge Ram diesel pickup truck, and I don't know. He's from Kentucky. Forgot the name of the channel. He calls his truck Stinky Pete. It runs on homemade diesel fuel, and then he laments in his. You know how a lot of these like YouTube channels end up showing, including mine, a little bit too much of the private life. Questioning everything in your private life, then you end up showing your private life, and then, you know, it's just a circular drain, which you just go down this endless rabbit hole of explaining yourself, showing yourself, and before you know it, it's the Truman Show. Where you have Tucker Upper, Sammy, and the baby. I'm just using that as an example. Everybody involved. I think that's why the ex-girlfriend, remember Tucker's ex-girlfriend? Anybody? If you've been watching long enough. She was kind of a biatch. Anyway, I don't think she wanted anything to do with the dream. Phew! After she realized how important it was to him. After, I don't know, I think it was too much for her, maybe. I don't know. Those are just guesses. All right, I'm going to cut this up. All right, the king is busy doing that. So anyway, that channel, Stinky Pete. Well, he calls his truck Stinky Pete. And he's lamenting why he's only had one female relationship in his life. I'm thinking, well, on the YouTube channel, he seems like a genuinely nice hillbilly type from Kentucky, which he probably is, but taking cues from my own channel, you know, and the very few females that actually watch my channel, besides my wife. I don't know, I think a guy, you know, like him, he's always making his home brew diesel. I think a guy like that. Speak for yourself, King. No, a guy like any guy that's got like constant projects. A lady's gonna be like, nah, because there's going to be no time for her. That's just a guess. I'm all about guessing. But yeah, that could be one of the main reasons. An absolute deal breaker for a girl would be a guy that's got 10,000 projects. Means there's no time left over for her. So why even bother wasting your time getting involved? Luckily for me, I swindled my wife and made it like I only had a few projects. One of them was hers. Or her. Bait and switch. Then afterward, ha ha! That's how you do it, guys. Play like you're a used car salesman. Anyway, a couple commenters, including Walt Wood, said that he's had a few of these, and he's had issues with every one of them leaking oil. And this one, come to look at it a little closer, looks like somebody put some RTV sealant on the exhaust part. So why was the exhaust off? Possibly even the head. So I don't know. All you commenters are smarter than me, actually. I'm not being a smart ass about it either. Some of you guys have had experience with this junk. And I had another commenter. I have to look up who it was on my gadget. Said the drain plug might have become loose. So we'll turn this on its side, and we shall look later. But right now, stay focused. Look at that, I got the whole area cleaned out, really. Of all the rubbish, there's still a few TVs and stuff like that, and an icky bucket. Some odd bits right there. Got a couple of... Alright, anywho, I tipped it down its side, and it's not... doesn't appear to be a leak or a loose drain plug. And judging from under here, it's kind of hard to tell. Looks like it was well maintained, kind of. Still can't find the crack that's in the block though. But Walt Wood says something about the front, so we're gonna have to put some waste oil in here and possibly fire it up and see what happens. Or not. See you in the next video. I got some aluminum to get rid of and answer some subscribers that are commenting on the last video. This battery right here, I got this from Scrap Farm, and this one finally gave up the ghost about 5 minutes ago. I plugged it into the charger and it will not charge. I probably got like countless hours on it of runtime. I don't know, it lasted a couple of years.